Zach did not sleep with Connie, y'all. He didn't sleep with Connie. Let's go and get that out the way. He didn't. But the problem with that lie he told is now Fatima is getting all cozy with Paul. She getting all cozy with Paul, and they was about to sleep together, but she stopped it. She stopped it. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chelsea. This was Tyler Perry's Zatima Season 2, Episode 11. Okay, so basically, Zach was upset. They had this whole little argument during the first scene, and I was like, look, these two episodes, episode 11 and episode 12, was better than Sister Season 6 combined. We ain't even seen the second half, but it was so good. Look, I felt that in the first half of the show, the episode. I was like, oh my goodness. I felt both of their emotions. I felt Zach's anger. I felt Fatima's anger. Look, everything. I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, Zach was upset because Fatima lied about the therapist. He said he loved Connie and they slept together and everything. So Fatima slapped him. She slapped him, and he kept taunting her about sleeping with Connie. And I said, in that moment, I knew. I was like, the way he's saying it, it doesn't sound believable. It sounds like he made that up to make her mad, and he did. He did, or whatever. But yeah, he kept on going on and on about she lied about the therapist and everything, and that's why I slept with Connie. And she was like, do you love her? Look, Angela was so scared. She was so scared. She kept trying to leave. He kept calling her. He was like, y'all B words, and he told her, get that B word and leave. I said, well, no, watch him out, Zach. Watch him out. Watch him out, because you in the wrong and she in the wrong. Y'all both in the wrong. Y'all both lying. Y'all both don't know how to communicate. Y'all both playing games. But I will say Zach seems like he actually trying to make progress now, going to therapy and everything. But yeah, he kept trying to taunt her. Look, Angela was so scared. Look, Zach kept telling Fatima to leave. I was like, is he telling her that so he won't, put his hands on her? And she was like, no. Even Angela was like, come on, let's go. Fatima got comfortable, sat down and everything. Zach started breaking stuff. I said, oh my goodness, this is escalating too fast. It's escalating. It's escalating for sure. But in fairness, everybody need to keep their hands to themselves. Everybody. But yeah, look, Angela was so scared. I was like, oh my goodness. But Fatima told Zach that when he kept taunting her about sleeping with Connie and how he slept with her, she was like, you think you the only one to go out and sleep with somebody? She's like, I've been keeping men out off of me out of respect for you. I said, true that, she had. So she took the ring off. I think she had already took the ring off, and she threw it at him. He like, you gonna throw my ring? I said, look, even in their argument and disagreement, they both saying things that contradict what they said before. Like, if y'all done or whatever. He's questioning her about taking the ring off. She's still asking about Connie and everything. They both keep saying they done, but it's obvious that they ain't done. I think what really upset Zach also is not just about, lying about the therapist. It was about, she kept saying, you gonna treat me like this? Oh, your mother and all that stuff, your mother and everything. He said, look, he got so upset. He's like, she off limits. And basically keep her name out your mouth and all this other stuff. And she was reminding him that she's been there. And he told her they both some liars, his mama and her. I said, true that. I said, well, I ain't gonna say that. I take that back. Now, Fatima did lie about the therapist and everything, but that was just to help his mama be lying for the benefit of herself, and what she got going on. Look, I didn't know. I feel like, did I know? I can't remember in my reviews if I knew that Jeremiah was also using or whatever. Somebody said that, but I didn't think, So that means Connie too. And I'm confused about episode 12 with the Connie situation when she was talking to them people or whatever. I said, what is she, a pimp? No, not a pimp. I said a pimp. But we're going to get to episode 12 on another video, y'all. So stay tuned for that one. But yeah, she was like, you gonna treat me like this over your mother and all that? And he says mama off limits and everything. So then she finally ends up leaving, and Fatima tells her parents that her and Zach broke up. Her mama seemed thrilled, but her daddy, her stepdaddy, I just call him her daddy. Her daddy, not so much. Look, not him being did he do that on this episode or episode 12 where he was trying to talk to this doggone girl? Well, trying to get Deja number and stuff. Look, hold on. Okay, so Bryce still was trying to get Zach to do the deal. I said, you want him to do the deal real bad. And Zach still don't want to. My thing is, if you've seen the trailer for the second half of season 2, you know that all the money's supposed to be frozen or gone or something like that. And I was like, okay, is that tied to the deal that Bryce been trying to get him to do? Or is that because he didn't get the deal done? Like, what is it? Or is it because, Zach had all this going on and he thought he was done with the what is it called? Who the stock people? The SEC? I don't know, the stock people or whatever. Maybe that's why his funds gonna get frozen. But yeah, I was like, can't he do the deal now? Yeah, I said if that's not in relation to that, I said he gonna have to do the deal to get some money. But yeah, he's supposed to all his spoiler alert. Sorry if you didn't know, all his money's supposed to be frozen or whatever. Maybe you didn't see the trailer, but yeah, his money's supposed to be frozen. But yeah, he's still trying to get him to do the deal. He's trying to see if him and Zach can move past things and everything. So Zach kept asking, first of all, like, you sure you can get past it and all that? It's just gone. He was like, yeah, because you said you ain't into that type of stuff. And I was like, somehow I don't believe him. Somehow I don't believe Bryce. I feel like he still got a thing for Zach. I don't know. We got to wait and see. But then Zach asked Bryce if he think he sabotaged thing, and he was beating around the bush. Just tell him, yeah. Be honest with him. So, basically saying, yeah, he do. Look, the boys came in. Zach be wanting to tell, but he hasn't told. I don't think he told in the first half of season 2, did he? I don't think he told them what Bryce did. Obviously he didn't, because they would be acting different, right? Well, I ain't gonna say that, because some people, they don't care as long as you don't try them or whatever. But yeah, the boys come in. Nate told Zach that he heard about him and old girl. And I said, look, he keep coming in. Look, they gonna have to, these friends. Look, Angela seemed like she coming around. I get her that. And she just heard, I don't think I wrote that down for episode 12, that she seen Belinda with Nate and everything. I don't know if I wrote that down. But yeah, Nate was telling Zach that he heard about him and old girl. And I said, from where? From where? From where? He told that she put single on the page. I said, you watching Fatima like a hawk. You must want her next. Look, when you watch these 2 episodes, if you haven't already, you gonna know what I'm talking about. That must gonna be the third one you want. That must be the third one. Because he watching her so bad and encouraging him not to be with her. I said, there's gotta be a reason for that. I mean, we know the reason. He unhappy in his marriage. And obviously, him and Zach had this little thing going on when they was younger or something. I'll get to that later, y'all. But yeah, told that she put single on her page. So the boys was basically trying to get Zach to go out. At first he was against it, but he ended up. Tony could tell that Zach didn't sleep with Connie. Look, Nate was so sure. But Tony was like, no, you didn't sleep with her. You didn't sleep with her and all that. And he admitted that he did not sleep with her. And I said, I knew when he kept talking to her, I said, he didn't sleep with her. He did not sleep with her. Fatima calls Paul to go out, and I said, they just keep making the situation worse. It's a good thing we do got sisters. Now, I know I said sisters should end and everything, but it's good because we got confirmation that they made it, because this supposed to be filmed before season 6 of Tyler Perry's Sister. So they made it through that. Y'all, spoiler alert. I got to remember to do that, spoiler alert. Angela kept making sure that Fatima's sure and everything about going out with Paul and everything. I said, when she get to be teen Zach? The judge, I was reading this off the paper. I was like, wait a minute now. I said, no, now Deja done caught the judge attention. She done came out there with that doggone neck brace thing on again. I said, girl, you know nothing's wrong with you. But yeah, look, when she came out, I said, hold on now, Judge. Hold on now, Pops. What is you doing? He over here, hey. Hey. I said, oh my goodness. But these 2 episodes, episode 11 and episode 12, we seen Zach basically telling Fatima stepdaddy, no, not to do that, not to talk to Deja and all this other stuff. Your wife gonna shoot you and all this other stuff. He told what's his name, Nate, about doing that to his wife. I said, right, he the only one showing growth at this point. But yeah, look, Deja done caught the judge's attention. He came to talk to Zach and everything. Look, I still want to know what they had to talk to Fatima about. What was it? Like, what is it? What did he want? Because you remember they supposed to been talking to her on the first half of season 2. Fatima dad ends up apologizing for last night, everything that happened, tells that Fatima loves Zach. And Zach actually admitted, to Pops that he didn't sleep with Connie. He's like, no. And basically he was encouraging Zach to talk to a therapist and also, talk to Fatima before things get worse. Like I was saying, I was like, look, remember I did that video? I was talking about how if he actually didn't sleep with Connie and Fatima think he do and go sleep with Paul, that's going to create a whole nother situation. And look at there. He didn't sleep with. But the fact that I want to speak on the second half, the episode 12, but I can't. I got saved for the other video, y'all. Look, because these some things that came up. But yeah, the judge over here to my son, you think I could get Deja's number? I said, no, why would you want her number? I said, And basically Zach told him no and all that stuff. Paul want to know what's going on with Fatima and Zach and everything, but not enough to keep distance. Like, you go on and on about Zach and how he operates and all this stuff, but you continue, right now I say, okay, I give you a pass because they broke up. Now, before, you still putting the moves on her. When she was engaged and you knew about it. So what type of man, even Angela was saying how, they all, she was, because on episode 12, here I go. Episode 12, she was talking about, Paul seems to get me and all this other stuff. He does this, we into the same stuff. And Angela was the one who said, aren't they all like that in the beginning? I said, true that. You know what to say, girl. I said, look at her, showing growth. I said, you right about that. In the beginning, it's all sweet. It's all flowers and lollipops. But then give it some time. We'll see who Paul really is and how he really operates. Let's find out if Paul seeing somebody or got some skeletons in his closet, or if he actually was the one to put the tire on flat like Zach said. Because, Zach called it. And Fatima didn't tell that. She didn't tell that he was right about, him putting the moves on her and everything. See, that's why I said they're going to have to learn to communicate. That's why people feel like they could come from the outside into the inside, because these folks ain't got no type of boundaries, no type of guard up, no nothing. But Belinda came up, and at first I was like, who is this? Then I was like, oh, this Belinda. She hosting this stuff, and she notices Fatima and Angela in the crowd. So she was like, how she gonna put her on the spot like that? Somebody saying, yeah, come sing and all that stuff, come sing. First Fatima was going to leave. Then she sings Zach and everything. She was like, yeah, you know what? So she sings, I think it was Alicia Keys' song. What was it called? Was it Falling or another song? Also, what's that her actual, I heard that Fatima could, Crystal, ain't her name Crystal, that she could actually sing and everything. But I haven't actually heard it. I haven't seen that new movie that's out, Something Praise. I haven't seen that either. So I gotta watch that. I gotta catch up, y'all. I'm behind. But yeah, I said, what's that her actual voice? I said, dang, she did that. She look, Zach and his friend just standing there. Then they gonna have the audacity to me. I ain't know she could sing like that. Why would you? I mean, you should, because you stalk her so much. You be on her so much. You and Belinda be on her so much. I said, you should at this point. Tell my son, ooh, wait till we get to episode 12, y'all. But Zach and his boys was watching Fatima, but so was Paul. Paul could tell. Now, Paul, you knew. He was looking, his face said, like, I know this song is about Zach and all that stuff, but you still with her. You still on this date with her, and you still being her rebound. You know that. You knew that. But Paul and Fatima ended up leaving. And Zach just let her go, and the episode ended like that. I said, go after her. But he ended up going after her, though, y'all. But stay tuned for episode 12 review, y'all. Until next time, deuces.